No mai haere mai to the segment on future fit existing buildings. And thanks Rui and thanks Benji for your presentations. That was a great lead up to what I'm talking about, which is how we can make our existing buildings better. So buildings evolve and change over time, and without proper care, often it only moves in one direction, usually downhill. Existing buildings are a dynamic part of our built environment and deserve just as much care and attention as construction projects. JLL did have the statistic as well that we're not going to be able to build our way out of this problem. We need to also address all of the existing building stock we have. So first of all, I'd like to mihi to all of the facility managers and building managers, as well as building owners, for the continual mahi that they do in this space to improve their properties. As tenants start to demand better buildings, we've seen an uptake in neighbours ratings for offices, reaching over 150 ratings last year, with the majority rating more than once to monitor ongoing performance. The government procurement rules have also helped shift the market towards better awareness of energy efficiency. In Green Star performance, we've also seen a large range of asset types rate with over 60 buildings using the tool on an ongoing basis last year. In the word sustainability, you have the word sustain. And that's really important. As we saw in the JLL session, rating helps sustain value and tenantability compared to its peers while attracting green finance and investment. So we saw that a higher neighbours rating, for example, was I think a 2% uplift in sales premium. The New Zealand context is a little bit different from Australia. So where boosting renewables is more of a focus for them due to their electricity being higher in carbon, we have a highly renewable grid which puts us in a prime position to decarbonise by removing fossil fuels and gas from our buildings. This is our fastest path to decarbonising our buildings and becoming future fit. Being future fit also means being insulated from the challenges that come with fossil fuels, the carbon footprint, but also the cost and availability of those resources. So gas prices have been in the news recently, well, a lot, and it's been increasing and volatile. And time again, I start to hear from building managers and owners that it's starting to hurt. Thankfully, to assist with this, with decarbonising our buildings, sustainable finance and investment is maturing here in Aotearoa. To help, NZGBC has been working with the property and finance sector on guidelines that hopefully answer the question, what qualifies as a green building? The first edition was launched recently, so look out for an upcoming event on this topic at the World Green Building Week in September. There are also some other developments that will help further the cause. So NZGBC and ECA are developing the neighbours water tool for offices so that you can now measure both energy and water at the same time. And responding to demand from the industrial sector, we worked with sector stakeholders to establish an energy benchmark and guidance document for logistics warehouses, providing pathways to rate these buildings more easily with Green Star performance. Today we have some fantastic movers and shakers in this space here to share their experience with you. First of all, we have Magali Wardle, the Acting Director of Neighbours in Australia, here to tell us how positive action has been rippling through their property sector to deliver on climate outcomes and how that relates to neighbours in New Zealand. She brings over 15 years of experience in climate change, and her work at Neighbours is focused on building partnerships to influence the uptake of Neighbours ratings for positive outcomes. We will then move on to a panel of local practitioners who have been using the existing building rating tools to great benefit for their buildings, shareholders and occupiers. So without further ado, please help me welcome Magali Wardle to the stage.